Hey class, welcome back. This is week 6 of MIS 101, Computer Information Systems Management. Hopefully you guys are doing well. This week we're going to be jumping into our first midterm, alright? So on Sunday we wrapped up YMIS, or Module 1. We went through 4 chapters, and this upcoming midterm, midterm 1, is going to be a cumulative midterm of the last 4 chapters we've studied. This overview video, I'm just going to be going over kind of what's in store for this week and what's in store for the midterm. Now, if you guys go ahead and log into Canvas and go into modules, all right, so we can actually minimize these. All right, so we just knocked out module 1, right? So on Monday, you'll be able to see this right here. This will become available to you. Or this module. All right. Now, once this becomes available, you'll be able to see the midterm. All right. So if you go ahead and jump into the midterm, so this video will be posted on the prior page, right? And you'll be able to see the page of where you would enter into your exam. All right. Now, you won't be able to actually enter into your exam until the time and date of your class schedule. All right. So depending on which section you're in of MIS 101, and you can find your section here at the top left hand corner, I listed out above somewhere on the page, okay, the date and time you will have to take your exam. Okay. So depending on your section, that's when you're going to be taking the exam. That specific day, that specific time. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's your schedule. All right, so I'm, giving you guys the privilege of working online, doing most of this course online. So if we were to be in person, you would have to come into class at that specific day, at that specific time, right? So, and this is all to be synchronous, all right? We're all going to take it at the same time, okay? And as I mentioned prior, last week's video of how the midterm is going to be administered, right? You're going to have you're going to start your exam at the listed time, and you'll have a 10-minute window to enter into your exam. If you miss that 10-minute window, you're not going to be able to take the exam, all right? This is just like we were in a classroom. You have to be there on time to take the exam. All right. So my recommendation is about 20, 30 minutes prior to the start of your exam. Log into Canvas, get situated, go to the restroom, grab your water, make sure you're prepared. Okay. Now, once you start your exam, you will have 50 questions, multiple choice questions, fill in the blank, listing, or true, false. It's relatively simple, and you'll have 75 minutes to complete your exam. You only have one attempt. This is going to be a closed book exam, and questions will only show one at a time. So once you answer a question and move forward, the question will lock and you can't go back. All right? Let's see, what else do we have to talk about? All right, so if you have any questions on the exact details of how the exam is administered, do not hesitate to reach out. Okay? Now, another thing that I need to mention is anyone with accommodations or as part of SSWD, it is your responsibility to reach out to me and let me know your accommodations, that you need accommodations, okay? And then I'll go reference it with my notes, and I'll allocate the appropriate time for you during the exam. If you do not let me know, then you're not going to be able to get it, okay? Because the contract you bind with SSWD, the responsibility is on the student. Anyways, so as for what to study for the exam, as I mentioned in my prior video, last week's video, the exam the best way to study for it is to pick up on the two main things. Pick up on the big topics or concepts within the chapters. If you have not read the chapters, you need to read them. All right. And then if you already read them, just briefly skim through it to just jog your memory, just refresh it. I'm not going into the very, very tiny details, just here to pick up the bigger concepts of the first 4 chapters. All right. The second thing is the crosswords. The crosswords are going to help tremendously. Okay, I've had students reach out to me like, "Oh my gosh, what would I have done without your crosswords?" You know, they've for the exam. All right, so the crosswords really, really help. There's a lot of key terms and definitions, so studying that will definitely help you do well on the exam. Okay? So those are the 2 things I highly recommend you to study. There's no specific one area to make sure you go look over. It's general over the 4 chapters. Okay? Now, if you have any questions, please let me know. Again, it's a hard start time. If you do not start within that 10-minute window that I'm going to be giving you guys, then you're not going to be able to take the exam. All right. As I mentioned several times in the course orientation and in the last video, do not schedule any type of work, doctor's appointments, anything like that, because this is your exam. Okay? But that's about it, really. All I really have for you guys for this week. So you're either taking it on a Wednesday or Thursday, depending on your schedule or depending on your section. And, you should still see it somewhere around here. And yeah, no secret word of the week. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know if you have any questions. I did grade all your assignments up to this point so far. So your grades are most current right now, if you're wondering where you're at. Anyways, with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Best of luck on your midterm. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.